some money has been committed by the government, that money is not enough. It's not enough. 100 million Ugandan shillings equates to about 23 to 25,000 pounds. And at the moment, there are about 3,000 children, officially, but there's a lot more, obviously, that's reported to be suffering from nodding disease. And 25,000 pounds, if I may call it, would only hire a junior research assistant. It can't cater, it can't take care of 3,000 children. And we want more money into that. We want more support. And we hope the government will consider this. But at the same time, we as Ugandans, we as friends of Ugandans, we've got our neighbors, we've got our friends, we've got people from all walks of life. In fact, we've got people from the Caribbean, we've got Kenya, we've got Zambia, we've got Tanzania, we've got Buganda, we've got Acholi, we've got Teso, we've got a lot of people here today. And it's because of your goodwill. That's why we are here. And we know there's a few more people coming, but they're not keeping African time, because this is even past African timekeeping. It's like 6 hours late, but nonetheless, we're going to do something about it. So our main aim, literally, is to help to fund a research on the ground so that the medical doctors and medical personnel on the ground can invest some time and conduct some proper analysis so that we have an idea what's wrong with our children. We still don't understand because they're presenting with multiple health problems. They have so many symptoms. How can one person suffer from 4 different symptoms? It's so difficult. It's so hard to imagine. We would like some work, would like some clarity on that. That's one. So that's to sponsor a research or an analysis that would give some clarity on what is wrong with our children. That's one. The second one, the children are suffering. Our children are suffering so much because there is no proper health management or medical management of their conditions. A lot of them are basically hopeless, and their parents in return are also very hopeless. They are so affected. They have become incapacitated because they can't care for their children. Because the one child that they have that might have nodding disease takes all their time to look after, because a child affected by nodding disease doesn't know most times what goes around them. They're not aware of their environment. They're in danger, they're at risk, and they get harmed by some of the smallest things that a person who is not affected by their disease would normally identify as a risk factor. They may just get lost coming back from the toilet back into this room. They may just get burnt right now because they can't. Their brain signals can't help them to identify risks. Therefore, we feel that it's important that we who are able to put little money for this effort, we can support a center that can look after them in the day and they can go back home at night when they just go to sleep. At the moment, some parents are tying their children with a rope onto a tree because that's the only way they can be kept safe. Really, we have lovely children in here. You won't want to tie your child to this post. You won't want to do that. Sorry, I just feel emotional about it, thinking about the whole thing. No one would want that. You want your child to be independent. You want them to be free. You want them to run around. You want them to have normal growth. What can we do? That's the reason why we are here. We don't want them tied to trees like goats. Yes, we're living in Africa, but surely we shouldn't live like this. We shouldn't live like this. And we want to make every effort.